Okay. It's a little longer than 20 minutes, I think, but that's fine. I was delayed. So, we're gonna be doing at least one dev mission. This is mission 4. I labeled this as mission 5. It shouldn't be mission 5, but oh well. We're going to focus on this top area here. And I need to move spawn. This is for tomorrow morning. I've decided to extend the Congo campaign to some Saturdays. I'm not going to run it every Saturday, but I've just decided, F it. Honestly, I shouldn't have run it this coming Saturday, but I also just got bored. You know, so we're just going to mess with that. I'm going to find a clear open area to have them cross right here. We'll do right there. But yeah, this should be like a simple operation, at least in theory, you know? Haha. Move the engineer perm stuff down. And then move everybody else down. But yeah, after this op, I'm going to do like a little announcement. It's going to take me 10 minutes, so I'll cut the stream and run that, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. Equipment. We're going to need 18 mines. Ooh, I think they're under here, actually. I just don't remember the designation. Because I like to keep things vanilla. We're going to use the vanilla mines, which... probably place 8 down. Call it a day. I just didn't see the one mine texture I want. If not, we can use some of the Russian ones. It's fine. Oh, we'll do 6. The goal is to pretty much plant the 6 over there. And then I need to figure out what I want to do for this region. And we'll go for there. So I'm going to literally just start copy and pasting camps. We also are going to need to ZEI some strong points here, so that's fine. Why is that? What? That was so weird. It was drawing the box instead of grabbing the thing. And it did it again. Alright. Just like to do it individually because you never know what might bug out. We could extend that to like a full-on base, and I can just grab additional things. I'm not going to copy from that one because I don't like to switch the colors of the bases there. We're just going to extend this to like a full-on build up here. I'm just going to change things up slightly by taking that group and putting it over here. And then we'll add to the garrison. We're gonna have to put a static somewhere, not on the roofs, because that bugs it out. But we'll see how things go. The death counter's still up? Yes, you're right. It's a reminder for what happened. Will you be able to find rifle grenades? I don't have rifle grenades on the enemy because I really limit the explosives because explosions can insta-kill, so you're not going to find rifle grenades on the enemy unless it's like a pay for pain. Here, and that is a cache, and I was looking for a cache, so I'll take that, put that there, and then here I'm going to make a random camp. And I want to see if I can find a good spot over here to put it. I can just put it by the road, too. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to remove that cache, though. Because, yeah, the road is going to be somewhat guarded. Let's go back here. We're just kind of doing this piecemeal. Helmets, that's funny. What should we put in this cache? But this is gonna be like a gimme for the players, actually. I'm gonna make it. You know, it'd be funny if we actually... Yeah, F it, why not? I need to sort these types of grenades and shit, to be perfectly honest. Because that's a lot, you know? Let's just keep grabbing camps and adjusting them. And then we can also start, like, fortifying areas around where villages are. Just gonna have to, like, curve some of the trees and whatnot. And then we can make this into, like, depots and stuff. This is easily gonna be, like, a 1-hour file, so... I'm gonna make enough of the file to, like, get the announcement out. Go get the announcement out. Go open slotting. I'll set slotting to be, like, a few hours before the op to try to keep it fair. Yeah, we all want it to remove that, because I want to keep the perimeter wall. Cool. And then we'll destroy the, or delete the ammo crates, because, yeah. I think we're going to leave Tan An alone. Just because it's pretty heavily fortified. We got some areas down here, like these are all secondaries here. I want to try to keep to the road. But we'll figure things out. And we're just slowly deleting things over here. I'm going to have to change the map back to the other map now that I think about it. So I'll just have to copy and paste this and put this on a different template, because this is showing stuff that's like 2 weeks in advance. Do I want to make a mega base? Probably not for this file. And then we'll have a more, like, lax camp over here that doesn't even have fortifications. Should be fair. So yeah, the objective is basically going to be to clear the camp. I'm going to get this marked up. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. Basically, mine the MSR, and then clear positions along the MSR to draw attention to the MSR so the mines get utilized and hopefully hit larger assets. I'm going to remove this from play. And we're just going to keep copy-pasting camps here. What are you guys in chat talking about? Never mind, the less I know. And then I don't think this is going to bring any significant map change. I'll have to reference my document because it might actually negate that stuff up there, but we'll see. I'll have to go back and check the map data and see what's changed and adjust things accordingly. God, I am really having selection trouble with that. God damn. I'll do one more camp, and then we'll start making things a little more fresh. And then we'll remove everything from play over here. That's all cleared. All right. What else do we want to do in this area? I'm going to put in a void area down. Just because I don't want to garrison it. But this is a big-ass fortification. That's it selected. Yeah, okay, cool. Guide them a little bit. And again, if they just come over here, I'll just spawn fuck tons of units. Push them off. Actually, no. We'll just like put that over here, just to state that there's a lot of dudes stay. Yeah. Because the fear is they're gonna immediately run out. So I'm actually not gonna use that marker, but we're gonna put like a lot of dudes. Yeah. Then we're going to start Slowly building this up. Yeah, I know, right? Some people might go for kill bonuses and whatnot. You know what? Go for it. You can try, but it's gonna be messy. Alright, guys, give me some ideas for another cache. What do you think we should give the players? Could be anything. I don't like that building fort, though. I'm looking for a different one. Garage should be honorable, yep. Mass LMGs. I mean, we could. Yeah, F it. Why not? And then I'm going to do... I'm not finding what I want in here. Yeah, F it. I'll do... Yeah, fine. We'll do... Actually, better yet, I'm going to put it in this one. F it, chaos. RCO, I believe, is the vanilla one, but I guess I'll have to clarify later. Since I guess people are getting close to being able to afford scopes, there's like 1 or 2 people that can afford some pretty silly things. So I'll have to take a look at that tonight after I'm done with this stream and make some changes. We already have an Easter egg on the roster, though, which I wasn't expecting, but you know, sometimes I just don't have control of things. Before I set price, and I'm going to have to look up and see what the price point for this contract is. If someone doesn't mind that has access to my Discord, can you go into the ARMA polling room and tell me, if you scroll up in the polls to the latest batch of contracts, what I said the payout word was for contract 2? If it was low, medium, or high? It definitely wasn't high. It was either, I think it was low for the objective, and then medium for if they do the secondaries. That's what I think I said. Low, main, medium for side. All right. So the main is probably going to involve planting the minefield and blowing up the vehicles, and then the side is going to be clearing camps. means I need to make the low total to 1,000, and then the possibilities for everything else total beyond, I think, 3,500. Yeah, that one I'm not going to fortify as much compared to that one. And then we also need to make patrols. Hey, Valk, how did the op go? Just doing more mission dev at the moment. Oh, this side didn't set. Thought I lowered these, but I guess I didn't. Come on, lower. It's because it's selecting, like, the topmost, so I just gotta proofread this silly thing. And then I just need some short textures, if the game would be nice enough to provide those. If not, I can just use ends. Or I could try to fit a whole curved piece on there. Yeah, F it. What I am going to do, though, is make this difficult. Bloodwing's cooking something upstairs. That might make me hungry, you monster. Belk, I'm not sure if you heard me. I was asking how the Mass Effect thing went today. Will this be pay for pain? No. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. We have pay for pain coming back on Monday. Yeah, I did say, like, in the future, some Saturdays might be pay for pain, but this one's not. This is literally just to let people get their toe in the water. He'll say, why is he not sinking? It's because that's off. What do you mean, what kind of bot? What? Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. You expect me to know what you're talking about? That is a little side area, because it's technically in the field of play. The bot and server work for what? Expensive factory, new, very expensive helmet that I'm going for in like 20 minutes. Good luck. Going to layer some patrols in. Because I realized after the last Congo mission, I need to do this beforehand because I can't juggle everything else at the same time. One thing I do need to make sure I do, though, is take them off of their pathing. Lock. Yeah. So in order to do that, we'll just hard code them here. And then we'll just, like, grab random segments. And then I'll give, like, really wacky patrol routes here. So we don't even know, like, where they will be at any given time, you know? And then I need some cycle forces here on the beach. What's this? Oh, thank you. Bloodwing brought me food. French fries and onion rings. Very hot. I don't use lambs. Don't get me wrong, I love lambs. Lambs is a really good mod. It is a pain in the ass to Zeus with. And I choose not to. But all of Lamb's features, Lamb's RPG, for example, love the mod. We fight it in Stillwater. It is a gigantic pain to fight, especially with the insta-killing mod. I love it. But I do not like Zeusing with Lambs. And that's not just Lambs, it's any AI mod. The only mod that I've enjoyed Zeusing with is a heavily lobotomized version of ASRA, not ASRA 3, VCOM AI. That is the only one I like to Zeus with because you can literally get rid of their advanced pathing and instead just like have them do the auto. Like we only kept the auto breaching of buildings if they detected enemies in buildings. And what else did I keep? Their vehicle driving, specifically on roads for convoys. Every other feature I lobotomized out. Like, I thought about, since I'm starting to make automated stuff, I thought about doing lambs for like the SOG stuff, but my experience in combining the tracker module and the lambs modules is it greatly slows the AI down. So I don't want to do it. All right, that should be enough for like LZ or boat watching. What we are going to do though is I am going to set up some security elements. But beyond that, that should be fine. But yeah, no, AI mods are great for automated missions. They're just, again, a pain to work with in Zeus. You can still do it, but it just diminishes your control with the AI. A good way to get some of that back is to toggle like the cover option off of AI that increases their mobility, because otherwise the AI get very, very tactical. And you don't really want that if you're trying to be aggressive. But again, every op's different, teach their own. AI will throw grenades if they detect players in a group by default. AI mods like LAMs and VCOM, ASR AI, whatever, they will do it more frequently. However, that's not good to have when we have a gore mod that insta-kills people when they're in the blast zone of the grenade. You know? In a campaign where they get insta-killed, probably not the smartest idea. That's going to lead to a lot of salty players. You know what I love doing? I'm an asshole for doing this, but I take really broken, like really fun weapons, and I put them in places the player base can't loot them. Because technically they got through the locked building. That's how they're up there, because there's a door. But, yeah, you know? You will? Alright, good luck. And may the odds ever be in your favor. How many camps? 1, 2, 3. That's not a camp. I'm gonna put a marker position there and a marker position there, but let me count the camps. 2, 3, 4. There's 9. And then there's a, you know, that river position that I'm not gonna count. Trying to think of what else. BRDMs. We're gonna do a few trucks as well. Let's just go to Cold War late. Why am I blind? There we go. This if I really want to kill you. Because that'll, like, insta-kill Jibu. And then that for our transport. That should be good. There is no SPG, it's a GMG. I'll throw those at you if I actually want to kill you. But, again, it's for the AT mines to take out targets. That'll be tied to secondary. Alright. I think from here, I am going to... Yeah. No, from here, I think I'm good. Because the AO is literally going to be just moving up the road. The road's multiple kilometers. It looks like it's small, but in reality, it's a pretty big one. Because it's literally clearing the road, setting up mines, potentially as a secondary deading vehicles with clearing out those 2 marked red positions. It's a harassment, like it's a raid. And then if you take too long, I spawn a shit ton of units here, send them. I spawn a shit ton of units here, send them. Yeah, let me do my red markers of death. And then let me also put, like, motorized... I could also technically do tanks. Like a few T-55s, T-34s. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to do slotting... If the op is at 11, I'm going to do slotting at 8 o'clock tomorrow. 3 hours prior. That should give people enough time. If not, well then, people that were going to wake up and play the op, I mean, they can do that. No, I'll be nice. I'll do slotting an hour and a half prior. That should... Or I could just do it an hour prior... And then as soon as people slot, I give them the info. We already have the server up, and they can get on and build their kit. And then, you know, MREs and shit are free, so... As long as you stay at base, you can just eat them, and then it won't count towards your thing. But once we step off, then the MREs count. But yeah, I have to do a lot of debug now, because I gotta go back to Mission 2. I think I have to bull that back to blue. I have to move this back to blue, and then I think this also needs to be moved a little bit back. But yeah, this'll change some of the map for the next mission anyway. So we'll go from there, and I'll get this all posted with the exact values for what you'll get out of the contracts, and we should be good from there. But otherwise, that should be it. After that, give me like 30 minutes, give or take, and then we'll probably be back. I'll do some POG work as well. No new mods, no. Same mod set. But otherwise, that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Sorry, I was kind of focusing on all the dev work. Didn't do much talking, but next one should be a bit easier. Otherwise, cheers, guys, and have a good one.